Tokia Langley and welcome to She's Got Flavor. Today we are going to be making a steak gyro with a special sauce that is going to make you say, you're going to love it. Very simple ingredients. We have our steak, and I just used a bone chuck steak. I got what was on sale. As long as I saw some marbleization so I'd have my flavor, I was fine with that. I also have some naan bread. You're gonna love this naan bread. It's delicious. We're gonna grill it after we grill up our steak. I have some seasonings, a little olive oil. I have my special sauce that just has some little mayonnaise, some cilantro, some thyme and garlic, and some seasonings. Then I have a little bit of lettuce because we want to top our sandwiches with some lettuce. And that's it. We're gonna go ahead and season up our steak here. What I did was I actually marinated my steak overnight. And you can do it for, at least 30 minutes, but preferably overnight. And I just marinated it in a little bit of sherry wine and some Worcestershire sauce. And so all I'm going to do is just season my meat up with a little bit of sea salt, black pepper, and some granulated garlic. Okay, so now that I have seasoned up my steak, and oh, by the way, I had the steak and I chopped it up into thin slices or thin chunks so that when we grill it and we add it to our sandwich, it'll be a nice chunky bits and pieces of just steak heaven. So I put my seasoning on my steak, and I'm just, making sure that all of my steak is seasoned up nice. And then what I've done is I have a grill pan here, and I put my heat on medium high because I want my pan to be really, really hot before we put our meat in. And then once we put it in and you hear that sizzle, we're going to cut it back down to medium because we want to leave it on medium while our meat is cooking. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in our pan, of course, before we turn it on high heat. And then we're going to take our steak and we're just going to put it into the pan. You that sizzle, sizzle, baby. So we put our steak in. Now, if you need to, you can do this in a couple batches. You don't want to overcrowd your pan. You want to make sure that you have enough room for all of your meat to fully cook. And what you could do is just keep your meat in a warm oven while the other batch is cooking. So that's good enough. We'll just go ahead and let that grill up. I'm going to do my second batch, and then it's going to be time for us to grill our naan bread. Okay, so after you've grilled all of your meat, don't turn your heat off, and do not, whatever you do, don't clean up this mess. This is actually little goodness from the steak. So what we're going to do is we're just going to brush our naan bread with a little bit of olive oil. You can see just, a quarter of a teaspoon, if that. You don't need a lot because it already has some oil in the pan. And then we just put our bread right on the grill. You can press down a little bit. Be careful not to burn your fingers. And it only stays down for like 30 seconds maybe. And so we brush the inside part where we're going to lay our steak and our lettuce and our sauce. And then we're just going to turn it over and just let the other side grill up for probably 15 seconds, so a little bit less. We're just going to really just let it get warm. And then we're just going to repeat this until you have all the bread that you need. So now all my steak is done. My naan bread is grilled. My sauce is made. I have my lettuce here. And by the way, with the sauce, all I did was add all of the ingredients together. In order to get all the measurements and the ingredients, just go to my website at www.shesgotflavor.com, and you can find all of that there. But literally, all I did was put it in a bowl and mix it up. It's that easy. So I'm going to go ahead and build my sandwich. And so what I'm going to do is take some of this juicy grilled steak and put it on top of my delicious naan bread that has been grilled on top of the juices from the steak. And as you can see, you don't need much. So it'll be easy to feed at least 4 to 6 people with this amount of steak. I'm going to add a little bit of lettuce on top. You can add more if you like. And then I'm just going to top it with my sauce, and I already diced the tomatoes in the sauce, so that's why you see me with the lettuce but no actual tomatoes here. You have tomatoes in the sauce. And so I'm just going to be a little generous because I love the sauce. The sauce is so good. Okay guys, now it is my favorite time. It is time for me. I've already plated this. Now it's time for me to taste this. Alright, so I am going to grab this beautiful sandwich, and by the way, you fold it up just like this, and it will get messy but that's okay. It is so worth it. And so I want you to see all that goodness, see all that sauce in there and that steak and this naan bread. Oh, it's so good. All right, let me get my taste. Mmm. 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 This is so delicious. The steak. Oh my God, the steak is so good. I can taste how it's been marinated in the wine. The sauce, the naan bread, the tomatoes, the lime juice, the cilantro, the thyme. I can taste all of it. It's so good. I cannot wait for you to try this. This is a wonderful dinner, lunch, whatever you want. It's so good. To get all the recipe, the written recipe, the instructions, the ingredients and all that, visit my blog at www.shesgotflavor.com. I'm going to go and tear this up and feed my family. She's Got Flavor. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.